Today on Disney's, we have 9 unwritten Disney cruise rules. Social cues and norms are a little bit different on a cruise ship, and the most obvious, yet least obvious, on a Disney cruise is number 1, their buffet. When you go to a normal buffet, there is a start and a finish. Grab your plate and wait in line. And a lot of people bring that expectation to Disney Cruise Line. However, Disney Cruise Line wants you to treat their buffet as pods. It's much easier to tell on the Dream and the Fantasy because the magic and wonder is smaller and they don't stick out as much. But still, you kind of need someone to tell you, because when do you just cut into a buffet line? You don't, and that's what it feels like. And for the Wish, they've taken it up another notch with actual individualized pods. The buffet on the first 4 ships is cabanas, and on the Wish, this is called the Marceline Market. They actually call this a stylish food hall. During breakfast and lunch, they will have stations, American classics, international specialties, comfort food, seafood, etc. Vegetarian and plant-based fare as well. The Marceline Market offers a casual walk-around dining experience for breakfast and lunch with both indoor and outdoor seating. In the evening, it does become table service for dinner. These are just more designated as different locations, so you don't get into that line aspect as much. Really a great idea. I really like their pod approach. I think it helps with the flow, and they always have cast members trying to explain that process to people, but it's just not intuitive. I think the Wish makes it way more obvious. That was a really good call. Number 2 is magnets. You are going to get on a Disney cruise ship and you are going to see magnets on a door. It will probably be completely covered in magnets. During your research, depending on how much research you've done, you may have found that Disney cruisers like to do things a little different. No surprise there. Magnets and fish extenders are part of that difference. There's typically a Facebook group for each cruise. Someone who has been on previous cruises will take it upon themselves to create the group. These are not connected with Disney Cruise Line in any way. They are cruiser driven. And typically you will just need the name of the ship and the dates if you want to find that Facebook group. Within that group, they will set up gift exchanges, recipe exchanges, etc. And they will also make magnet images and share them, so you can pre-print these and bring them to the cruise, put them on your door. It's kind of fun to decorate it. It really makes it a lot easier to find your stateroom as well. Just makes it feel, honestly, a little bit more like home. Number 3, people will definitely dress up, and I'm not just talking for Halloween or formal night. On Disney Cruise Line, they will have Pirate Night. They used to give out bandanas so that anybody that did not bring a costume would at least have the bandana. My understanding is those are for purchase now, but let me tell you, you will see people in full pirate costume for Pirate Night. Families get dressed up. It's really a lot of fun. You don't have to be in pirate costume. There will be plenty of people that are not in costume, but if you like it, if you're a costume person, and a lot of Disney people are, you might want to have that on your list. Not only do people dress up for Pirate Night, but they also dress up for Halloween, of course. And some other instances are 1923. A lot of people are dressing up in 20s attire for their evening at 1923. 1923 is one of the 3 main dining rooms on the Disney Wish. 1923 provides a captivating look inside the evolution of Disney animation, from Snow White and the 7 Dwarfs to Frozen 2. Here, guests can settle into the relaxed elegance of California's yesteryear while marveling at over 1,000 drawings, props, and other tools of the animation trade. I cannot wait to eat there, and we will definitely be dressing up as well. And this is why people enjoy dressing up for 1923, a legacy celebrated. Step back in time to the early beginnings of the world's oldest running animation studio, the Walt Disney Company. Combining classic Hollywood glamour with a dash of Disney whimsy, 1923 commemorates the year the legendary animation studio was founded in Southern California and celebrates the golden age of animation. And what I really love here is they have 2 lavishly appointed dining rooms, one named for Walt and the other for Roy. People will also dress up for formal night and semi-formal night. For both of these, you will see a wide range. Some people will be in a full gown and tux, and some people will be in their regular clothing. You do not have to dress up for formal night, and I don't think you will feel like you stick out even if you don't. A lot of people will be, but that's just like everything else with Disney Cruise and costumes. Some will and some won't. Do what makes you feel best and most comfortable. One other thing I've seen a lot of families enjoy doing is dressing up in their Christmas pajamas for photos with Santa. I have never seen this anywhere else except for on Disney Cruise Line, and it's just so cute. And a nice little pro tip, if you are dressing up with the family for formal night, a lot of people like to have their pictures taken on the staircase by the Disney photographers. Makes a great Christmas card. And of course, any of their special days at sea like Marvel Day, you'll see people in full-on costume there as well. Disney is all about dressing up, and you will definitely see it on the ships. But again, if you don't want to, no problem. And number 4 goes right along with that dressing up as well. Ears are totally expected on Disney Cruise Line. Okay, they're not actually expected, but a lot of people really love to wear their ears, and absolutely feel free. You will see people in ears, tiaras, princess gowns, Captain Jack, all kind of dress up. Just enjoy it. Number 5 is gratuities, tips, and 5 stars. There is absolutely an unwritten rule on Disney Cruise Line that you always give 5 stars. If for some reason you are not receiving 5-star service, go to guest services and discuss it with them, or your head waiter. Just make sure you address it, because they really do want to make sure you receive 5-star service, and they will ask you to give them 5 stars when you do the rating and the tips at the end of the cruise. And we always say 10 stars. They go way above and beyond. And the gratuities and tips is another one. It is $14.50 per cruiser per day, and that $14.50 will be allocated between 4 people. This team of 4 will consist of your stateroom host as well as your dining team. Since they do have rotational dining and your dining team stays with you every evening, it is appropriate to tip them at the end of the cruise. And that will be for your main server, your head server, and your assistant server. We always prepay that portion, and then we bring a little cash to give them extra at the end as well. Number 6 is written down somewhere, but it's so important I want to mention it here as well, and that is your veranda door. When you are in your cabin, you want to make sure that stateroom door has been shut before you open the veranda door. If you do not, it can create a vacuum, and some tiny fingers or even large fingers can get smushed. You don't want that. Make sure you have the doors properly closed before opening your veranda door. Number 7 is about those tiny humans. It is really common to let the tiny humans sit up front. For example, especially with the Maritime cruises, in the atrium, they will have Santa and Mrs. Claus. They will do Mrs. Claus reading by the tree, and the tiny humans are all seated around listening to her. This is the way it should always be. The tiny humans can sit up front, and with the tiny humans seated, it makes it easier for them to see and for everyone else as well. Number 8, no Bluetooth or phones playing music. Not everybody likes to listen to the same type of music. Some people might want to enjoy their cocktail on the veranda to a little Jimmy Buffett. Some other people might want to have their wine on the veranda with some opera. So if everyone's got their little Bluetooth out there and playing their own type of music, it's going to get unpleasant really fast. And I would say one of the largest unwritten rules is number 9, is no saving chairs for extended periods of time or for people who just aren't there. This is important in the theaters as well as by the pools. By the pools in particular, people really do love to set their stuff on a chair and then just leave. Everyone's seen it before. You've been out to a resort, there's a shoe or a towel on all of the chairs, but no people. And I have seen that as well on Disney Cruise. I don't really lay out by the pool very much when we're on vacation, but I absolutely see it all the time. People looking around for chairs to sit in with over half the chairs covered in towels. And of course, it's totally accepted to hold your chair while you're there using it and playing and enjoying time with family. You need to go get something to drink, you want to dip in the pool real quick, hold your chair with your towel, of course. It's just people that leave it there for hours, 3, 4, 6 hours. Some people get up really early in the morning and go put their stuff on a chair just to reserve it. And they're not even out by the pool. It's just nice when there's enough for everybody to go around. And number 10, of course, the most important of all, is be nice to your crew. The crew on Disney Cruise Line are fabulous. They really do want you to have a magical vacation, and they are there to make it happen. That's what we have today for our 9 unwritten Disney Cruise rules. Let us know in the comments below, what other unwritten rules are there? Thanks for being here and enjoying in the fun. Go ahead and subscribe, ring that little bell. It'll let you know when we have any new videos, and we'll see you real soon with some more Disneys.